Hello sewing friends, I'm here today to show you some caftans I've been working on. I'm kind of obsessed with caftans at the moment, and I've used Butterick B6769. I've made 2 caftans with this pattern, and Simplicity 9602. And that's the caftan that I'm wearing. Let me tell you a little bit about the caftans, and then I'll show you what they look like on. The first caftan I made was one of the first projects I made when I started sewing again. After many years of not sewing. I sewed a lot when I was in high school, made all my own clothes, and then for most of my adult life I never sewed again. So I pretty much had to relearn everything. And after a couple of disasters and trying to figure out what my size is, I just went with the caftan because there was a lot of room in sizing. So this is the first make I made back in maybe 2021, and I made a size small. This is the Butterick 6769. It's view C, and I used, it's a kind of a crinkly rayon fabric, and like I said, it's an easy pattern. If you're not too sure about sizing, there's a lot of ease. You can't really go wrong with this one. The most challenging part for me at that point was getting the V-neck sewn. So always make sure you are marking circles where they're supposed to go, because I kind of just eyeballed it, and so with this caftan, it's just a tiny bit off, but not something that anyone else would notice. My second caftan, I used the same pattern. I made this one last summer, and this is a rayon that I bought from Mood many years ago and had not used, probably around 2019, 2020. So I pulled it out of the stash, so I'll give myself a pat on the back for that. I didn't go out and buy new fabric. I used what I had. And the caftan that I'm wearing, the Simplicity 9602, I made view A. I wanted a long caftan, I wanted some big flowy sleeves, and I liked the detail of the drawstring. This one also has pockets. And I intended on making this dress to be my birthday dress in July for my 60th birthday, but I didn't get it done in time. And the really challenging part about this pattern is this band down the middle. I consider myself now to be an intermediate sewer, but I couldn't for the life of me figure out the instructions for this pattern. I had to just set it aside and visualize how the pieces went together, and I'm not entirely sure I did it correctly, but it's done, and that's that. This is a sunflower batik. I love sunflowers. I'll tell you a little secret. I have sunflowers tattooed to my hip. That's how much I love sunflowers. Okay, come along with me as I put on all my caftans and go gallivanting around the town. once again, thanks for being here. If you've liked the caftan video, please press the like button. Subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out as a content creator.